on my brow, I burn the midnight oil. Lap after lap, carve my name in the soil. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, is mine tonight. Qualifying ghosts, I'll float them down. Every corner's mine, I own this town. Sire scream, my setup's tight. I bled for this win in the virtual light. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, is mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I'll chase the line, I've earned my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this server, I'm winning tonight. Shift up, hold steady, I'm crossing that line. I race in glory, this moment's mine. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. Burning and pixels collide. Steel and rubber in a world online. Every corner's a war to survive. Lead foot's keeping the fire alive. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Screaming sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame we rise again. Leadfoot TV, where the night won't end. Tires screaming sparks in the haze. Metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV. TV. fire in the veins, every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends fallen and legends break through. Let the TV feel the ground ignite, through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins, every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends fallen and legends break through. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Let for TV, the fire never dies. Let for TV feel the ground ignite, through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Let for TV, the fire never dies.
You talk too much, but the track don't lie. Quit stalling out, quit wasting time. The only way forward is pedal to the floor. Quit whining, drive like you want more. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On like for TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Rubbing doors at 200 strong. The weak get wrecked, the brave roll on. Every lap's a war, no mercy inside. If you came to complain, step off the ride. The time is ticking, the engine's roar. Hawaiian drive, that's what it's for. From the sins to the screen, it's the edge of your seat. Burning rubber where legends compete. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On like for TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Lights out, hearts pound, hear the countdown scream. You're strapped in the cockpit of a digital dream. No tears, no fear, just a checkered sky. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive, let the wild take control. On the foot TV, it's a race for the soul. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Green flags alive. Quit whining and drive.
Screens lit up, the grid's alive. Engines roar in this digital drive. Sweat on the brow, I burn the midnight oil. Lap after lap, carve my name in the soil. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this.
And bam! Season 3 of Mudslinging starts right now. So we bring you another edition of the Golden Racing League. here at the dirt version of Lanier Raceway in Brazelton. Where's this at, Landon? Georgia. There we go. Brazelton, Georgia. Okay. Hey, everybody, welcome in. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, household pets, whatever you got, race fans and of all ages and species, welcome in here. Getting ready to hit the first heat race of the night. Got a special present for you here tonight. We got CJ Erdman, the champion of the Challenger Series with the Leadfoot Racing League, is going to be joining along with me here at the other end of the virtual couch tonight. CJ, how you doing, man? You ready for some dirt racing?
I am. I'm doing good tonight. I don't really know much about dirt racing, but I'm going to learn as we go.
Hey, that's the same boat I'm in, man. Don't worry about it. We're going to have some fun. We got to give special shout out to our pole award. The Golden Chef Speed Shop pole award goes to the number 11 of Michael Wild. And so we are getting ready to go here with our first heat. Michael Wild's on the pole in the number 11 car. There we go. We got the green flag sponsored by Bingley's Auto Body. Got Wild looking down low. He doesn't look too wild. Looks really pretty under control, but he's catching some heat from David Warmuth in that 8. Oh, my goodness. Right off the bat out of Greensfield, North Carolina, racing for CTG Racing. Michael Wild goes around. We get a yellow flag, our first caution of the night.
That didn't take long at all.
Not long at all, man. And it's good to have you in here, CJ. We can bring along some asphalt expertise to this dirt racing league here, man. And I'm be relying on you for a little bit of your dirt knowledge because I don't know much about it at all, other than the fact ARCA cars do not like to go around on dirt. And you can see the 11 right there of Wild as he kind of throws it in there, set up perfectly for a corner. And unfortunately, the 8 and the 7 of Atkins and Warmuth, they were running it more like an asphalt track, man.
Yeah, he got really sideways. I don't know if he... I don't know if... I've always found that darks patch when I run dirt racing to be extra slick, so I don't know if he got in that and just slid too much and it started to come around on him and he had to check up and they didn't in time. But now the way you want to start off your heat race at all.
You are 100% correct there. And as this dirt changes, I don't know really where the grippy spots are in this bad boy. I know the really dark stuff up next to the wall is kind of muddy. Got some grip in it. There we go with the 55 of Bristow. I thought he was taking the green flag. He took off like we were, but we're still under caution right now.
Huh.
Landon, you ain't got this thing in slow-mo or anything, do you? Oh, okay. Here we go. We got the pace truck zigging and zagging through the field.
Doesn't look like caution lights are counting either.
Here we go. Another green flag sponsored by Bingley's Auto Body. And man, Bristow, excuse me, got a great restart. David Warmuth looks like he is having a good night tonight. His car looks really stable. Closing in somewhat on Bristow up front.
Doesn't look like the top's very comfortable at all. The 55 moved up into 1 and 2, I believe, and he lost some ground to the 8.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah, David Warmuth taking that bottom line to 55, electing to go up there where that dirtier or darker dirt is, hoping for more grip. But I think right now at the moment it appears that the inside line may be the fastest way around here as we see David Warmuth. Oh, and the 55 of Bristow. Yeah, he got into the 7, got him in a little squirrely 7, and just hammers down. Atkins, like you're not messing up my parade, man. I'm going to drive this sucker all the way to the checkered flag as we're coming up on 5 laps to go right now.
Heat's going by fast as we have a battle for third between the 44 and the 55 as the 44 slows off a 2 for some reason and it's going to lose the 4th spot to the 72.
Yeah, Ryan driving that number 44 car really messed me up last night. I thought for the longest time that was Cliff driving the 44. And the 72, man, we got new paint schemes all the way around. That's a beautiful throwback there to Dale Earnhardt. Got 4 laps to go, 3 actually right now. Warmouth setting sail, man. He's actually pulling away. He's already out in front by about 0.6 of a second, and that car looks great, even if he is running pink wheels.
Looks like a few in the back were trying to make the top work, but it just doesn't seem to be coming in at all right now.
Yeah, the track, from what little bit I've done as we approach the white flag here, the track changes so doggone much it's hard to keep up. As we get to 1 to go, sponsored by Angry Chef Designs. David Warmouth appears to have this heat race in the bag. Coming up on a lap car, and there we go.
Well, he pretty much dominated that.
Yeah, David Warmouth. Well, I don't know, man. They keep right on going like they're going to continue to race. I don't know. It got good to David, but we got David Warmouth, Atkins, Bristow, Smith, Bittler, Grant, and the wild man, the number 11 in Wild, who was on the pole. Got spun around, wasn't able to make up any positions. Finishes in 7th spot. So here we go. We're going to line them up again for our second heat race of the night. Starting on the pole on this one, we got the 59 of Hobbs, the 91 of Tressler, a fellow 91 driver there. You know, I got a little shout out there, a little affinity for my 91 drivers. Not many of us out there. Then in 3rd spot, it'll be Boone. And in 4th will be Batiste. In 5th, we got 07 of Jellison. And in 6th, we got the Golden Man himself. Going to be kind of hard to miss that car. What do you think there, CJ?
Yeah, that one stands out a lot over the field. Looks good.
It sure does. And then we got the number 9 of Hatala wrapping it up in 7th position here out of Bemidji, Minnesota. Oh, we got Christian Boone out of Nashville, North Carolina. Oh, my God, a practical neighbor of mine here. How about that? And no doubt, I used to be married into the Boone family, so somehow or another, we're probably some long-distance former in-laws there. So we got the 59. There goes the pace truck, dives into the pits. 59 of Hobbs hammers down. We got the 91 of Tressler, immediately goes to the high side. We got the 4 Boone hugging the inside. We're going to see which one works out. I think, was that Boone? It was Boone. Oh, come on, baby. Get her back rolling, man. Got a hometown hero here.
Looks like he's struggling.
Come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay. He's got it. He's got it. He just got a little slick right there. We're good to go now. Hobbs right now is pulled out to a 3/4 of a second lead. And look at Chris Golden on the inside, making that low line work. We got the 19 and the 91 battling it out. 2 separate lines. Side by side in a sense, but really spread out going through the corners. But CJ, to me, it looks like the inside line appears to be working the best early on in this these couple of heat races right here.
Yeah, it definitely does. Like everybody seems to be going, not everybody, but several cars have gone up to the top, and I think they're trying to make it work, but just doesn't look like there's as much grip up there as there is down on the bottom right now. And I don't know if it'll come in later in the race maybe, but right now at the bottom it just seems to be the only way to get around fast.
Yeah, it's kind of been my experience. You know, I'm a veteran now. I think I've got 2 dirt races under my belt. And in both cases, it was like the bottom kind of starts off being the way to go. As we see Tressler right now, he's listening to the broadcast, taking our advice, taking the low line. 5 laps to go. 4 now. Battling with Golden for that second position. That 91's got
pressure to both of them.
Yeah, man. Here we go. Hatala. We see him racing a lot with the NSRLA and the Cup Series over there, the Swordog Cup Series. He's traded in that next-gen car for a mini stock here on dirt. But Hobbs, man, he is absolutely checked out, going on a little over a second and a half lead now over Chris Golden.
Yeah, the first race we thought the winner pulled out pretty far, but it looks like this guy he's driven away from the field by a second and a half right now.
Yeah, no pressure whatsoever as Chris Golden goes a little bit high getting into one. And we see Tressler in that 91, man. He's closing in on him. Oh, maybe, perhaps overdrives turn 3. Not going to have enough. And then we got Hatala. Almost got the 4th position there. Or 3rd position, excuse me. So there we go. Our winner tonight of our second heat, Dwayne Hobbs out of Warner Robins, Georgia. How many heats we got tonight, Landon? Whisper in my ear. 3 heats tonight. There we go. Starting lineup. Right off the bat, we got the 12 of Hunley, 09 of Tomasi. Tomasi. Yeah, maybe that's how you say that. Hopefully that's correct. I don't mean to insult anyone. And there we go. Before I forget to mention, we got the Golden Chef Pole Award there going out to 12 Wyatt Hunley. 56, Chris Sarge Norris starting in 3rd spot. And then we've got the 34 of Bill Miller. I think he may be a new guy. I don't remember his name now. Then running in 5th, we got Caden White out of Davenport, Florida. Racing for White Racing. Love the paint scheme, by the way. Then to 17, we got Daniel Mindfood Jones. He is starting in 6th spot. And then we got the guy, Cliff Mullins. Apparently, you give him an alert you're about to crash. And apparently needs more than a quarter of a second to be able to adjust to that. So, anyway, we're going to have to get Cliff's reflexes worked on a little bit more. And here we go. The pace truck is in. We got the 12 of Hunley. Hammers down. There we go. It's looking like a clean start right now. We got the 09 of Tomasi running around there unsponsored if someone's looking to put their name on a car. Oh, and there he goes, man. Slinging it on in there. Oh, easy back
in the
there.
back and around in the back.
Chris Norris and a 10 of White.
Two of the
Get
best paint
together.
schemes in the field.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Caden White out of Davenport, Florida. With the Mountain Dew scheme. Got to give him 2 thumbs up for the paint scheme anyway, as we're going to take another replay of it. Well, CJ, tell me what you see right here.
Well, it looks pretty tight going into turn 3 and 4. The 10 slides up a little bit. And the 56, they both look like, the 10 looks like he gets tight, and the 56 maybe got loose, and they started coming up and down into each other. And then it looks like they just kind of got stuck together, and around into the wall went the 56.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, man. I tell you, that was a hard lick there, much harder than what I thought it was for Chris Norris in that 56. It was almost like they both went in there side by side really tight. One kind of throwed it a little sideways earlier on than the other one, as we're riding along now with Chris Norris. His car just didn't straighten out coming out of the corner, I don't think. I think it got a little bit loose. It got tangled up with the 10.
It looked like he got a little bit more sideways than everybody else did in that corner.
Yeah. Well, do you see anything that kind of intrigues you at this point here, CJ? You got any advice for anyone running right now?
No advice really, but I would say this heat looks a lot closer between the top 2 than the last one did. I mean, we saw them side by side off of turn 4 at the end of the first lap there, so maybe it'll be more of a battle up front.
Absolutely, man. There we go. Another green flag sponsored by Bingley's Auto Body. We got Hunley there, man. Takes off, shoots off like he's in a cannon on that Delaware restart, but the 09 of Tomasi rolling that inside. That appears the way to go on these heat races early on. Oh, boy. He kind
a little crossover.
Yeah, might have took it in there a little bit too hot. Oh, that's where you're supposed to say slide job.
Back
there we go.
The 09. These two keep throwing sliders, and the next other one crosses them back over and goes back underneath, and then throws it off into the corner again. It looks like nobody has the advantage really right now.
Oh, easy there, Tomasi.
There he goes up the
Boy,
track again.
if he could figure out that exit off of these corners, man, he would dust his field, I think.
There he goes. Oh, we got contact in the back around to go for third
Oh!
again.
37-17, Mindful. Cliff Mullins out of Danville, Virginia, in the 37, driving for C2X, was involved. And got 4 to go right now. But, man, that 34, Miller just kind of hit that left rear of Cliff Mullins pretty solidly there.
Yeah, it looked like he was sliding up the track like the top two, but obviously a little bit worse and got slowed down. And the 34 had a straighter exit off the corner maybe, and wasn't expecting the check up off the corner, and they just got hooked together.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Cliff got a little bit more sideways right there than what he wanted, and the 34 did not expect that.
417 had nowhere to go.
So there you go. We're getting
Already
set up
2
here
cautions.
now. Yep, already 2 cautions, getting ready to get them lined back up for this Delaware restart as I'm working on my dirt sling. Apparently, Delaware restarts are a thing in dirt, where the leader gets to go out in front of the first side-by-side pair.
Huh, that's new.
Yeah, it was
I've
new
never
to
seen
me
that
too,
before.
man. Yeah. Like I said, apparently it's a thing. And here we go. We got 12. Hunley, man, he hammers down to 09. Must have spun the tires there or something. No, he's going to elect to run that low line. I think that's a good idea. That's where he was making a speed at earlier on. 34, Miller, just 1 lane up, and that seems to be working for him as well. So Miller now takes the lead as the 09 of Tomasi is coming up, applying a little bit of pressure to him. We got 2 laps to go, getting ready to be the white flag lap. Coming up right now, let's see if the 09 of Tanner Tomasi can give the 34 Miller a run for his money here. Ooh. Scratches the wall just a little bit. Well, he tried to. He sent her on in there.
Some contact in that brought out the last caution to a victory in the heat.
There we go. Bill Miller out of Anawa, Iowa for Shockeye, name of his racing team. So there we go. Well, I was going to run through it real quick, but man, they don't give you much time here as we are now in the 5-minute warm-up section of this year event. So while they're warming up, me and CJ and Landon, we're going to take us a quick break, and we'll be back for the main event coming up here shortly. Y'all stay tuned right here on Leadfoot TV. And welcome back, everyone, for this main event here, the Battle of the Buzz at Lanier Lanier Speedway, here located somewhere in Georgia. And we're getting ready for the main event. We just ran our 3 heat races, and so we're going to dive right into our starting lineup real quick. And welcome back, everyone, for this main event here, the Battle of the Buzz.
Hold on one second.
Lanier Speedway.
I do apologize.
Somewhere in Georgia. And oh my gosh, I had the YouTube thing playing in my background. Wow, that was about really going to screw me up. Anyway, row 1 we got David Warmuth in the 8, Dwayne Hobbs in the 59. Row 2 we got Bill Milner in the 34, Jonathan Adkins in the 7. Row 3 we got Chris Golden in the 19, Tanner Tomasi in the 09. Row 4 we got Casey Bristow, Joshua Tressler in the 91. Row 5 we got Wyatt Hunley in the 12, Marcus Smith in the 72 car. CJ, wrap this up for me.
All right, we got Jackson. I'm not sure how to say
Hatala.
that. Hatala. Cliff Mullins in row 6. Row 7 is Ryan Bittler and Bryce Jellison. Row 8 is the 17 of Daniel Jones and Elijah Grant in the 35. Row 9 is Christian Boone and Caden White in the 10. And rounding out the field in row 10 is the 11 of Michael Wild and Donnie Battist, I think, in the 67.
Let's call it Batiste. Let's go with that. And
on
Chris Norris. Sorry.
Nope, that's
Row 11, Chris Norris in the 56, Sarge. Bringing that up here, and just want to give a shout out to all our YouTube viewers. I pulled it up. Want to give a special shout out to Nick Christ, who happened to be in the race last night. I'm not sure if Ryan Bittler's watching or not, but I gave him a love tap, thinking that he was Cliff Mullins. And they did the switcheroo on the paint numbers, or the numbers of their cars. And the whole time I thought I was following Cliff Mullins. Come to find out it was Ryan Bittler. So that was a little surprise for both me and Bittler when I gave him the tap. But how about this, man? We got David Warmuth on the pole. How about that? My boys get ready to hammer down here for another Bingley's Auto Body green flag. And man, we're getting ready to see some action now. We got cars going everywhere. They're fanning out. We got, oh man, Warmuth got caught he was the meat in the sandwich. Gets into the 09 of Tomasi. They get it straightened out. They're rolling right along. Right now we got, we'll have to wait for the scoring tower to catch up. But we got Hobbs, I think, is leading this thing.
not a good start. Oh, we got a wreck in the back, but not a good start for the 8 if we got a big wreck.
Oh, several cars involved. 19 of Chris Golden was involved. We got one trying to exit over there, go to the pits, I think. I'm not sure if that's the pit exit or not. Oh, my goodness. Landon, we're going to have to back this way up, man, find out. So I see Sarge down there on the inside row. I see Chris Golden coming off of turn 4, or turn 2, I think. But Chris doesn't hammer down.
They all
Oh,
stack up
my
behind
goodness.
them.
CJ, anybody, Landon.
I'm not sure
That,
what
that
happened
looks,
there.
yeah, that looks kind of like a hardware issue, if you ask me, coming off that. Either that or he run out of gas on lap 2. Which
Yeah, I'm thinking
that
a
would be an,
hardware issue there.
yeah, not unless he's got an issue with his pit crew. Forgot to put some gas in this thing. See if you can't give me the in-car view of the 19 there, Landon. I want to listen to that car as he comes around here. Chris just stops, man. Come on, Chris. I guess he was trying to cut the 56 of Norris a little bit of slack, maybe worrying that Norris is going to slide up the track, maybe take it in there a little bit hot. I don't know. That was a strange situation. Check real quick, Landon, and see if Golden is still on the track as we're getting ready for another green flag here.
The 8 started on pole and he's all the way down to 4th already, so not a good start for him. Hopefully he can work his way back up.
And there we go, another Bingley's Auto Body green flag. somehow or another, Chris went from being disconnected to, uh-oh, got a little screen freeze there on my end.
Side-by-side battle for the lead between the 59 and 7 right now, and the is that the what number is that? Waiting for the tower to update. The 09 of Tomasi. All three of them really tight for the lead. Oh, and they're contacting the 3 and 4.
Yeah, that was a bit confusing there with the scoring tower. It actually showed Chris Golden leading the race there for a minute, but I think he is disconnected or is in the pits. One or the other. That definitely looks like a hardware issue. As we see Atkins, man, laying the hammer down right now. We got a yellow flag sponsored by the number 8 of David Warmuth. And we see the 34 of Bill Miller.
The winner from the third heat. Trouble early in this race.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Ooh, uh-oh. Him and Mindfu Jones into 17. Let's see. They're kind of entering into the turn. Daniel's right on his bumper. He gets sideways. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Daniel will send it in there more like an asphalt car.
Yeah.
The 34 there.
17
he
gained
was-
so much on him. I wasn't sure if the 34 had an issue at first, but it looks like the 17 maybe just drove it in a little too hard. I'm not sure.
Well, CJ, I mean, at our local track, what I've noticed, these little 4-cylinders here, a lot of these guys, man, they drive these dirt tracks at my local track anyway, almost like an asphalt car. They really don't get all that sideways. So I think that may be causing some of our drivers an issue here when they do get, yawed out a little bit too much. And it slows them up so much that the other guys who are driving straight in just kind of T-bone them almost.
Yeah, we saw that happen a little bit in the heat, so that's possibly what happened there. I'm not too sure as we have contact under caution between the 59 and 09.
Well, here we go. We got 46 laps to go. They are already stacked back up 2 by 2 with the leader out front with this Delaware restart at number 7 of Atkins. Pace truck is in. And hammer down. There we go. We got another green flag sponsored by Bingley's Auto Body. Look at the cars. Oh, my God, man. They're fanning out.
They're everywhere.
Whoa.
I got one.
Let's go to
Yep.
11. And unfortunately, we get another yellow flag. I tell you what, man. CJ, these guys had me pumped there for a minute. There was cars all the way over this doggone dirt track.
Yeah, there were cars in all 3 lanes off the corner, and I'm not sure what happened there. I'm assuming somebody
Look at
probably
that.
got too sideways again.
Yeah, there were still cars all over the track. Unfortunately, they were all spun out sideways or whatnot. But we see Christian Boone, my relative. He probably doesn't know it right now. But he's probably just trying to stay off the 37. Had a lot of wheel into it. Unfortunately, comes back up in there. He clips, what was that, the 37, I think.
I'm not sure which
I
car
think
that
that
was. It might have been. No. The
Cliff
07, I
Mullins.
think.
Yeah, I could have sworn. Okay, maybe I'm wrong then.
The 55 and 17 both try to check up and avoid the wreck. That's the second wreck of the race for the 55, so not a good start to the night for him.
Nope, and he threw her in reverse trying to get out of that gaggle just so he can get his car turned around. That's a pretty good strategic move. I'll have to remember that.
Try to do a Kyle Busch and back around the track.
That would have been hilarious, Landon. Yes. If we could have got Mr. Boone there in the number 4 car, Cliff Mullins, that would be 2 for 2. 2 nights in a row that, me and somebody related to me, a Nashville native, took him out. But hey, the night is still young. We still got 44 laps to go, so maybe Boone can work on a little bit more here. As we see the 09 See how these guys are kind of driving that corner almost like a asphalt car there, CJ. They don't.
They drive it in so deep.
Yeah, they're not trying to sling it like you normally would on asphalt. I'm sure that they're going to get more and more sideways as the night goes on. But right now we're riding along with Tanner Tomasi out of Pittsburgh, Kansas. Racing for Shock Eye Racing Performance in that 09. Man, he is putting the heat on Atkins.
Like he's able to
These
keep it a
two-
little bit straighter in the corner, and that's just letting him get back in the gas earlier.
I totally agree with you, man. And I think I just don't know that the normal dirt style letting the rear hang out there is going to be the fastest way around here. I do believe as this track slickens up that it will become more advantageous to kind of get that car a little bit more sideways. And right on cue, look at that, man. Tomasi, he's watching the broadcast. He's taking tips from a two-time dirt racer here. Tracy Brown on how to drive this sucker.
At 7, I think
think
that's the furthest up I've seen anybody go and be able to defend the lead so far. So maybe the groove's starting to widen out a little bit as we go further into the race.
Man, we had a tremendous battle for the lead, and we see the 91 Joshua Tressler out of Sherwood, Ohio, racing for Golden Racing in a 91 car. Beautiful paint scheme, by the way. But apparently he was involved some shape, form, or fashion. And I think he kind of throws it down in there. We've seen this so many times tonight there, CJ. These guys that get in there and get a little bit sideways, and it's almost like they throw on the air brakes, and these other guys that
Aren't ready for it.
getting this highway. Yeah, they're just zooming around that corner.
Thankfully, that
Right
time that was
now.
only one car instead of 2 or 3 like it's been. But yeah, just got in and got a little too sideways.
Yeah, we were very fortunate that there weren't more cars involved with that. So here we go. We're going to get them staged back up. We got 38 laps to go right now. I believe the caution laps count. So that number is going to keep right on dwindling no matter who wrecks or who doesn't. We're going to send them around one more time. The light's still on the pace truck. Give them an opportunity to get lined up side by side here. Again.
Huh.
And I was just told by our wonderful producer there, our lovely producer, Lanier Brown, that apparently the caution laps are not counting. I'm not sure. Maybe this is a change for the season here as we get another Bingley's Auto Body green flag. And look at those guys send it in there. Man, there is no way we're going to come out of this thing still green. That many cars fanned all out. And here we go. We're going to take it to 11. Turn those speakers up. Listen to those bad boys buzz. Oh my goodness, Landon. That's some beautiful shots there as we see the 4 go around. And the 37 of Cliff Mullins. Hopefully that wasn't a Boone didn't have anything to do with Mullins there. He may rule out everyone in Nashville, North Carolina. Hey, that might have been a little bit of payback. Yeah, I think Cliff may be watching the broadcast. He's like, oh, that guy's from Nashville. Well, let me give him a little bit of payback for what happened last night. And blam, man, it's just almost the same thing over and over again. You get a guy who lets it step out just a little too much, and that closing rate is so fast that the guy that don't hang it out just kind of closes right in and taps them right in that left rear.
In these cars with being on dirt, there's such little grip that if you slide, it's really hard for the guy behind you to check up, and that seems to be the cause of most of the wrecks so far tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get with Cliff. We're going to have to work on that reaction time. We're going to have to put him on the speed bag there or something, man. Apparently, he needs more than a half a second to be able to react to it. 34 laps to go right now.
So 9,
Go
I'd
ahead,
be
CJ.
really frustrating. He's getting so close to the 7 every time he gets right up alongside him. A caution comes out and it restarts, and he has to go do it again.
Absolutely, man. There we go. We got another Bingley's Auto Body. Bingley, man, daggone if you ain't getting your money's worth tonight, buddy. Seems like to me every other lap that sucker's coming out. Here we go. We got the 7 of Atkins and Tomasi. We're going to see if we can pick up that battle that was brewing right before the last couple of cautions.
Got a battle for third between 59 and 12, and maybe the 34 starting to work his way into it as well.
Yeah, 32 laps to go, and I'm sure it doesn't take long for this dirt, for the track itself to start to change. And so
See the
we
09 moving up a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm starting to see more and more guys kind of letting that rear end kind of slide around. So we may be in that transition here to where you can no longer drive it in like an asphalt car. As we see the 09 at Tomasi. Whoa, baby.
He ran him down again. Hopefully this time it stays green. He's able to have a little bit more of a fight with him before the caution comes out.
Yeah, that particular corner there, he moved up to the third lane. Not sure if that was intentional or not, but man, he's going to have some blue paint on that front bumper. Before it's all said and done tonight, he might end up having to do a new paint job on that thing. Because Tomasi is absolutely putting the pressure on the 7 of Atkins. Jonathan Atkins out of Landrum, South Carolina, racing for Shock Eye Racing. And I got to give him credit too, man. That 7 dude, CJ, you could talk about this a lot because you ran up front. But man, when you're catching some heat from the second place guy and you're out front, I mean, it's got to work on your nerves a little bit, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, you're looking in your mirror constantly, just trying to defend and hit your marks. And when you have a guy right on your back bumper, on your inside, like the 09 was there, it's really hard to not watch the mirror and focus out front.
Yeah, as we're approaching, well, we actually just got to 25 to go. It's the time to dig, sponsored by Golden Racing right here, man. You got what you got now. You got to hammer down, let her eat.
Slow
as
car
we
in the
see
middle of the track there.
Yeah, it looks like Tomasi's going to take advantage of that. Chris Norris, the lap car, gets in there. The 7 has to go way high. And we got a change for the lead as the 09 of Tomasi takes over for the 7 of Atkins.
7's not letting him get away, though. He's going to stick with him here, at least for another corner.
Yeah, I think these guys seem to be about equal. It's just a matter of who can hit their marks spot on the most. And they even appear to be running the same lines as well, as we got another caution flag just came out.
The 09's all right with that now that he's in front.
Oh, David Warmuth.
Pole sitter of the night.
Yeah. I can't make out quite what is it. Ice up. Okay. There you go. I think that's what. No, it's Ice UK. ICE UK. IC UK. Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, yeah, David Warmuth, man. He was having such a great run there.
Oh, that hit probably did some wheel damage.
It definitely did, man. It probably knocked that rear end right out of alignment there. That was a pretty solid hit on that right rear as he was just sitting there.
It looked to me like he drove it into off of 2 and was trying to stay off the 56 on the outside and took a lower exit, and the 59 wasn't expecting that and just got into him a little bit.
Yep, got a little 3 wide there unexpectedly. So I tell you what, man, these guys are putting on a heck of a show here with these little 4-cylinders. These
Yeah,
little
this battle
mini
for the lead's been
stocks.
great.
It sure has. And it isn't over yet either. Tomasi finally made it up there to the lead, but I'm sure the 7 of Atkins and even the 34 Miller, Hunley, and Hobbs, those are your top 5. They're within striking distance. Got 22 to go, getting ready to be 21. And how about Tomasi, man? He's rolling the high side, getting ready to take that green hammers down. There we go. Another Bingley's auto body green flag. Got a great restart. But the 7 of Atkins is like not so fast, man. You're not going to escape that quick as he pulls it right back in within a quarter of a second of Tomasi. Boy, oh my goodness, man. Look at that. CJ, man, we got 6 guys going at it like they're pure dirt mini stock professionals here.
Oh, he turned him.
And
Saved
that's
it.
what you call a broadcaster curse.
I was going to say before that, this is the closest I think the top 3rd through 6th or anywhere back there have stayed with the top 2 so far, but made contact with the cautions back out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe Caden White was involved with that. Racing with White Racing here. Oh, man, he's right in the middle of the hornet's nest. Oh, yeah, he got involved with their Cliff Mullins. I think that's his car in the 55. Nowhere to go. Plows into him. The 4 boom.
wow.
Ricochets out of that. He's out of control. Got nowhere to go. Collects Daniel Mindfu Jones. I don't know, man. Probably a total of 10 cars involved here total.
Yeah, that was a big hit by the 4. I think that's the second caution he's been in tonight, so an unfortunate night for him for sure. And second time it's involved the 37.
Oh, wow. Almost goes over. Boy, he sent it in there. I did see him give a little love tap to the 55 of Bristow. And I'm not sure if he sent Bristow into someone else. But we're going to ride along here with Christian Boone. Ooh, man, that was a hard hit right on that right rear.
Yeah, I think that one's going to end the night for the 4, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think so as well. As we're going back here to another Bingley's Auto Body green flag. As we're catching back up with these leaders right now. Tomasi's out front. We got another yellow flag.
Oh, and they wrecked for the lead under caution between the 7 and the 09.
Oh, man,
So
Tanner
what happened
Tomasi.
there? That happened under caution. The O was already out, and they got together.
I guess the 09 saw the caution come up, checked up, and then the 7 of Atkins was like, hey, man, what's going on? Ooh. And being that we have no fast repairs, that was a pretty hard hit to that inside wall. So I'm not sure if Tomasi, even if he gets a spot back, if his car is going to be okay to race. Yeah. Hopefully he's okay because those guys put on one heck of a doggone show, man. In fact, I'm sitting here trying to look. I was wondering that was after the caution. Nobody should be given an EOL in that situation.
And it looks like
maybe
we'll 34's in second.
Well, maybe we'll be able to pick it up right where they were. I could see these other guys coming along here to 34, Miller, Hunley, and Hobbs. They were slowly working their way into the mix. And right now, Tomasi, he took his spot back. If there's any damage in that car, it's not showing. We got another yellow flag. Not sure what exactly happened there, but there's so many cars going all over the place. There's no telling really what happened.
Yeah, I saw somebody get sideways in the back, but I wasn't sure if he was going to catch her or not, and it looked like he didn't.
Yeah, we're not showing anything on the incidents list, and I don't know. Maybe that was just a race control throwing out a yellow flag. Maybe someone was out of position or something. Not 100% sure. I will say this, though. The laps are slowly but surely counting down. We've had one heck of a battle up front here, but it's just been in a few lap spurts. I would love to see these guys at least get 6 or 8 laps of green flag racing here so we can sort it out.
Yeah, it'd be nice
Been
to
a great
see.
battle.
It'd be nice to see it goes green to the end here, and we get to fight it out between the 09, 34, and 7. It doesn't look like the damage affected the 09 much at all, so hopefully he's able to keep racing. It looks like the grooves widened out a little bit in 3 and 4, maybe.
Yeah, it certainly has, and I totally agree with that, man. That's just going to give that much more room for these guys to be able to make moves and to build some speed here. But we're getting ready. Here we go. Hammer down by Tomasi. Got another Bingley's Auto Body Repair. Green flag. 3 wide just for a second. Getting into 1 and through 2. And we got another yellow flag. And that would be the 17 of Daniel Mindfu Jones. And looked like maybe the 10 car might have been involved as well. Looks like they kind of did a pirouette. The 10's looking really low underneath Daniel. And maybe just sent it in there just a little too hot. Both of them smacked the inside wall. But it does appear that both of them are going to be able to continue on.
Yeah, every caution has looked the same. It's been somebody sliding in too hard to the corner and checking up a little bit, and the guy behind him not being ready for it.
Yeah, so CJ, I'm sure you've been in a position like this before where you're out front and you just can't seem to pull away from anybody for all the cautions and everything. Does that get a little bit annoying to you?
Yeah, Southern National, that's how it was, and I ended up throwing that one away.
It's like if you're not in the leading position, you're begging for a caution to give you one more chance to bunch the field back up. If you're the leader, that's the last thing you want. As we see the 09 of Tomasi is really making
there
a
they
name
go for second.
himself.
They keep going, they stay green.
Oh, no, the 34 Miller got spun around. So did the 59 of Hobbs.
More contact.
They're going. Yeah, they're begging for another yellows. We're going 4 or 5 wide back here in the back. Come on, guys. Keep it going. Oh, come on. You can do it. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Just bounce.
Oh, there they go.
Is that Mindfu again? Is that 17 cart? No, that's the 12. The 12 of White Hundley. Haven't really said his name tonight, which is a good thing based upon all the cautions we had. I think he was having a pretty solid run going in 15. Unfortunately, found himself down at the bottom of at least 3 wide, maybe even goes 4 wide here for a second. Oh, can we get 5? Can we get 5? Come on, 72. Oh, not quite 5 wide.
Yeah, it looked like they all just tried to squeeze into a gap that there wasn't really room for all of them to be there.
And then the 55 pays the price for room running out as he gets put into the wall. And then the 59
drove.
I'm not sure if that was corner. I'm not sure if that's retaliation or not because the laps are counting down. Man, you know you can't really cut that much slack here when you're trying to work your way to the front, especially after the 59 of Hobbs got involved. just a few laps earlier as he was racing forward, front positions and all, and got shuffled up and sent back there to the back. So I'm sure he thinks he's got a car to run with him if he can just get there.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe the contact with the 34 after he got sent back to the back, he felt like he was running out of time and had to go quickly and was just trying to pass people wherever, and he couldn't quite make it work through all the gaps.
Yep, well, in order to finish first, you must first finish. Oh, man, how about that? We got somebody. Was that a 34, I think, a Miller? Really got snuck. Yes, it was. Boy, he got a run down the daggone banking of turns 3 and 4 to perhaps pass a car or two, but he's paying for it right now. But back out front, we got the 09 of Tomasi and the 7 of Atkins. These guys are getting ready to battle it out. We got 11 laps to go right now, and Tomasi is set sail.
How about the 9? We haven't talked about him all night, but he's starting to work his way in the top 3.
Oh, yeah, Jackson Hatala. Jackson from Bemidji, Minnesota. NSRLA league member there. So I bet this is a pretty big change for him. It's a big change for me anyway, seeing him run here compared to what I normally see him run. But, man, he is putting some pressure on that 7 of Atkins.
He is. This is the closest, other than the 09, this is the closest we've seen anybody to the 7 all night.
And that very well may have been Jackson's strategy, just kind of survive up to 10 laps to go and then hammer down, see what you can do. And I'd tell you right now, man, he's on the podium, so he's doing great. But right now, Tomasi, man, he is, well, I was fixing to say checked out at every corner we go. The 7 of Atkins kind of closes in just for a brief second or two. And you can see Tomasi now is letting that rear end hang out a little bit more. I'm assuming that track's slicking it up to 7, taking more of a straight entrance through the corners.
Looks like the gap's closing maybe a little bit. I'm not sure if he's going to have enough time to get to him, but both running different lines. And then the 9 is down even lower than both of them. So it'll be interesting to see which of the 3 lanes works. And getting there's one thing. You also have to work your way around them, which is really hard to do here without contact, but hopefully the 7 and 09 can battle it out cleanly, and the 9.
Yeah, it's looking like the battle for second is really going to be getting intense. Oh, we got a lap car here.
56
That'll be
again.
the 56, Chris Norris. He does great to stay out of the way of the leader, and here comes our second and third place guys. I think this may end up helping out Tomasi if Atkins and Atala get to battling here for second position.
Nine's all over the back of the 7. Maybe he'll get him into 3 and 4 here. Not quite. He's still going to have one more lap to try to make it happen, though.
Yeah, we got one more lap, and here we go. It's the white flag. White flag lap. Who's it sponsored by, Lanier? We'll just say Golden Racing for the moment. As we see Hatala making the move to the inside, not going to be able to do it. So there you go. How about that? A newcomer here to the series, as far as I know anyway, Tanner Tomasi. I like that name, man. Starting to roll off the tongue now, boys. Said that name a lot tonight. Out of Pittsburgh, Kansas. Racing for Shock Eye Racing Performance, and that was definitely a Shock Eye result tonight, man. Got to give my man credit. Battled all the way, ran in second for a majority of the race, it seemed like. Got the lead and never looked back. Even got wrecked under caution one time, or had a spin. I'm not going to call that got wrecked. But, yeah, burn it down, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Smoke show, man. You know me. If I'm up here in the booth, you win a race, I want to feel like it meant something to you. And there we go. He blowed it up on the inside wall. So there we go. All right. Rock and roll. What a daggone finish there, man. Again, you guys stay tuned. We're going to run through our finishing results right quick. We're going to see if we can't get our podium finishers in here and talk to them in just a minute. So there you go. You just saw it live. The 09 of Tanner Tomasi started in sixth position, brings it home in first, and a commanding win there that he had there at the finish. Jonathan Adkins, man, him and Tomasi put on a great battle tonight, starting in fourth. He's in the seventh car, finishes second. Jackson from Bemidji Hatala start off in 11th. He came on strong in the 9 car, gets last podium finisher spot, finishes in third. How about the number 91, my brother? Fellow 91 driver Joshua Tressler. Man, he snuck up there and grabbed him a fourth place finish. So congratulations to him. To 34, Bill Miller finishes fifth. 37, need to work on my reaction time. Cliff Mullins finishes in sixth. The 55 of Casey Bristow finishes in seventh. The 12 of Wyatt Hunley finishes in eighth. The 59 of Dwayne Hobbs finishes in ninth. And the 72, the track owner, Marcus Smith, finishes in 10th position. CJ, if you don't mind, take us on through the rest of them.
All right, we got Ryan Bittler in the 44, comes home in 11th position. Daniel Jones in the 17 comes home in 12th. And you got Bryce Jellison in 13th, and Michael Wild in 14th. Elijah Grant in 15th, Caden White in 16th, the 56 of Chris Norris in 17th, Christian Boone in 18th, David Warmouth in 19th, started on the pole, so disappointing night for him, and rounding out the top 20 is Chris Golden in 19 in 20th.
And then we got the 67 of Donnie Batiste. At least that's what we're calling you for tonight. Please correct us if we're wrong. He finishes in 21st. Somehow or another finishes 51 laps down in a 50 race contest. But anyway, maybe had some electrical problems, a battery issue, or some other unanticipated issue there. But if you would, stay tuned. We're going to start going through the Discord here, see if we can't rake together our podium finishers. And me and CJ will be right back here in just a moment, and we'll see what they got to say. Y'all stay tuned right here on Leadfoot TV. And welcome back, everybody, to the Battle of the Buzz. And boy, did we have a battle tonight here at Lanier Raceway, somewhere in Georgia. I can't remember where. But anyway, it was a great battle, and we are standing by here right now. Got Jackson Hutala out of Bemidji, Minnesota, racing for Hutala Racing. Jackson, I'm not used to seeing you over here on the dirt side, man, but we'll get to that in just a moment. But if you don't mind, just kind of, obviously you had a great race tonight, but can you summarize more or less how it looked from your perspective, how your race went tonight?
Yeah, just survival, man. It was kind of a mess out there at times. I want to start out by apologizing to the 91. It's hard with these cars. Obviously, dirt car, you can't see behind you, so apologies to him. Gave him a little spin around lap 15. But yeah, pretty much just if I drifted high, I tried to run the high line for a couple laps till I knew I was clear. If I was on the low line, I'd stay on the low line, try to give a lane up top. Happy to run third. Happy to have a debut where I'm excited to be here. I feel like I know I can compete here, and man, a couple spots short, but I think if we get a good pill draw next week or whenever it is, not having to come from the back of a heat race and then the back of a feature, who knows? Maybe we'll go out and get one.
Yeah, man. Well, I don't exactly have where you qualified tonight, but I just noticed, obviously I know your name from the NSRLA. I was surprised to see you over here running dirt, slinging mud with us here. But anyway, I'd like to commend you, man. I didn't realize you were this well-rounded, and it just seemed like to me you were just constantly moving forward the entire night. And there at the end, you actually had a battle for the lead going on.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I run a lot of oval leagues just because that's what's available, man. I love dirt. Dirt's my baby. I want to run this more, and I want good, clean racing. But yeah, first time in a mini stock with these cars. I'm just learning, ran a few practice laps, and didn't quite get the restarts I wanted. But maybe I should have been starting in second. I don't know, but yeah, happy with a third, and we'll keep carrying on.
Absolutely, man. Heck of a daggone debut, that's for sure, man. Just goes to show you. I mean, look, I got to ask you. I know you from running a Cup series with the NSRLA Sword Cup series there. Anything from that series able to translate over to these mini stocks on dirt?
Yeah, those guys front runners every week. They're quite a bit faster than me. I've had to learn how to manage tires a lot better and had to learn racecraft a bit more. But yeah, it's being able to hold a line was some trouble out here for a couple people tonight. But yeah, I don't know. We're excited. I'm hoping for something with a bit more power next week. I'm not entirely sure what we go into, but yeah, it's really encouraging to run P3 on your first night.
Okay, real quickly. I mean, you do a lot of dirt racing.
Yeah, man, I love dirt racing. Usually late models and modifieds. Been dipping my toes in sprints a little bit, but I don't know.
Okay.
I took a little break from iRacing like when these mini stocks came out, and I never tried them. I'm like, that's dumb. I thought they were front wheel drive till I loaded in the session today.
Well, again, man, great doggone first race. Great finish here, finishing on the podium in your first race and just finding out how the car drives. So anyway, all I can say is congratulations, man. You shocked me coming from the asphalt, competing over there and coming into dirt and making your name here in dirt as well with the Golden Racing League. So, hey, man, just thank everybody who helped you get here tonight.
Yeah, big thanks to Dubby. Use Houtala for 10% off your order. Houtala Designs, message me either through Trading Paints, Discord, wherever you find me. And then shout out to Country Candles as well, Andrew, Good Sense, stuff like that. So happy they're on board.
Absolutely, man. Okay, well, once again, look forward to seeing you a little later on, perhaps next Tuesday night, maybe. I don't know. You think you're going to be running in the asphalt here next week or so?
Yeah, that's the goal. I've had to take a couple weeks off due to work. Yeah, I was a little nervous. I wasn't even going to be able to make it tonight. Tonight's the first day where I might even be able to get the chance to boot it up. Got the opportunity. Very excited for that. And then hopefully running Tuesday nights, Thursday nights for the
Okay.
foreseeable future.
Rock and roll, man. You know, for the longest time, will you say your last name for me real quick?
I gotcha. Hautala.
Hautala.
Yep.
So I've been going Hautala now for what, 6 months?
Something like
It's
that.
Hautala. I apologize, Jackson, man. But anyway, great finish tonight, buddy, and I'll work on the pronunciation from here on out, my man.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Okay, and I think CJ Erdman may be standing by with tonight's runner-up. CJ, you got a copy?
Yep, I've got you. I caught up with the second place finisher, Jonathan Adkins, in the 7. You'd led a lot of the race early, and then it looked like maybe the lap cars kind of messed up your exit off of turn 2, I believe, and allowed the 09 to get underneath you. But talk about your night overall, and did you have fun, and what did you think of the racing?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I wish we had a little bit more green flag racing, but it wasn't too bad overall for the first night out with these cars. And I don't run a lot of dirt. I've ran more in the last 2 weeks than I've ran in the last 2 years. So trying to figure these things out and led a little bit. And Tanner, he's really good. And I knew if he ever got to the inside, he was going to be gone. And I just kind of tried to hold the bottom there. And I guess the lap car got me off the bottom, and then from there it was all she wrote. But yeah, it was good racing. And I'm glad to finish second and keep it clean. So
yeah, clean night overall. You say you don't normally run dirt. You looked like you were fast out front. What did you learn tonight that you can take into future dirt races for the rest of the season?
Really, tire management is key these days on dirt. Like when I used to run dirt a long time ago, there was no tire model or no tire wear, so that's new to me. So just trying to save tire and not burn the right rear off of it, and just keep the car pointed straight. And these cars just really trying to keep your momentum up, and you run a different line here than most anything else we would run. So and they're not fast enough to go to the top and make that work either. So you kind of stuck with what you got, and if you get rooted up off the bottom, it's over with. So
yeah, well, good second place run for you. I don't have any other questions. Is there anybody you want to shout out in the interview tonight?
Yeah, first thank my Shock Eye and Speed Ranch teammates, Tanner, Bill Miller, Wyatt Hunley. I've had a baseball practice leading up into this, so I got like 5 minutes of practice. They had the thing dialed in. So after that, Miller Family Trucking, Donnie Batiste Consultants, Bad Construction, and last but not least, my smoking hot wife.
All right. Well, congratulations on the second place finish tonight. And now Tracy Brown, I believe, has caught up with the winner, Tanner Tomasi, in the 09.
Amen. Golly, boy, that Atkins, man, he's wise beyond his years. I can tell you that, man. Anyway, so Tanner, man, this first time I've seen you. Not that you haven't been around here a long time, but first time I've noticed this name, Tanner Tomasi. Tanner F.N. Tomasi, is that correct? Did I get the
Yes, sir.
pronunciation? Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
Rock and roll, man. Out of Pittsburgh, Kansas, is that correct? I was a little bit worried that maybe I've entered in the wrong state. Does Kansas have a Pittsburgh?
That is correct. Yeah, your reading's very good.
Okay. So apparently, from what I'm able to surmise here, you and Atkins are teammates racing for Shock Eye Racing Performance. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yep. We've been tight with Wyatt Hunley for a very long time, and they've kind of mentored me into running asphalt stuff and talked me into running this league. So we decided to run this for fun, and it was a lot of fun.
It definitely was. It was a great battle between you guys. Me and CJ were talking up here in the booth. We sort of feel your pain with the number of caution flags we have tonight. This is so a bit unusual for this league. Most of the time we don't have that many. But man, you guys were absolutely putting on a daggone battle. I mean, I don't know. Were you just more or less just kind of what's the word here? Kind of sneaking up on Atkins a little bit and just waiting for you to break to get out front and so you could check out? Or, I mean, were you really having to work your tail off to get up there?
A little bit of both. It's kind of roles reverse. Usually when I race with Atkins on asphalt stuff, if I'm leading, I kind of know that if I make one oopsie, that Atkins is going to get around me, and he just plays it so patient whenever we run asphalt. So I try to do the same thing. I run more dirt than he does, and he was doing great. He was doing actually amazing. Those first 25, I couldn't get around him. I was trying, and I just needed one little mess up to try and get around him, and that lap car really helped me out, shoving him up out of his groove.
Yeah, I saw that. Yep. And it did seem like that was a perfect opportunity, but you did get spun under caution. Was that any kind of retaliation from anyone, or was it just a little mishap that someone apologized for there?
Um, that was just a little mishap. Like I said, Atkins and I goof around a lot, and he didn't mean to spin me. We didn't know how these cars were. This is our first time racing them. And usually we just tap each other under caution, and he happened to do that, and it neck coated me just right where it spun me. And yeah, it was a pretty good laugh.
Well, no damage, I'm assuming. I mean, it looked like
No,
a pretty good
these cars are
smack to the
tanks,
inside.
man.
Oh, okay. All right. We were wondering about that if you were going, how good your car was going to be once you got restarted and even got back into position there. So, well, that's great to hear, man. Again, I'd also like to say I'm glad to hear I pronounced your last name right. I might have to work on your middle name a little bit. But Tanner, a fantastic race, man. You got any other comments or anything about how the night went? I mean, obviously, I think we all would hope that we have more green flag laps there for you guys to kind of work this battle out. But overall, what's your impressions here running with Golden Racing League?
Yeah, I think Golden did an amazing job. He can't control what happens with the drivers. That's absolutely nothing with the league or with how he runs things. He runs things phenomenally. Um, the race was awesome. There's just some guys who kind of seen it was dirt mini stocks and was like, oh, I can just show up and drive it, and they realized
Uh-huh.
that kind of can't. So
Yeah.
everybody does that. I've done it. It happens. It's just unfortunate that it happened tonight, but it's no fault to anybody. It's just a learning experience. So next week, I'm sure everybody will put more time in.
Well, I do have, I hate to hold you so long here, man, but I do have one more question for you.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Me and CJ were talking about this early on. Me and him, either one, are really dirt guys. And we really noticed that the bottom lanes were working or seemed to work to us anyway early on. But how much did the track change? How much did the groove change? And how quickly did it come around to the second, third, or fourth grooves or whatever you got dirt guys do there?
It didn't really change that much. I tried to convince him to go to 100% slick because these cards make so little power that it was just a choo-choo train around the bottom. Especially at Lanier. Lanier's gets like that where it seems like it rubbers up, but it doesn't. It just stays slick, and that just stays the fast lane at Lanier with the banking. So like I tried to convince him to go to 100%, but one of the guys didn't think that was realistic, uh,
Hmm.
which is unfortunate because it's very realistic. You look at a track like that anywhere in the South, that track is black slick and qualifying. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
so it it could have been the track could have been a little bit better for everybody to move around a little bit more. So like shout out to Bill Miller. He came from the depths of hell in that race, and got back up to P2 on a no passing racetrack. So he just had a little bit of bad luck. If it wasn't for that, I think Bill definitely would have won. But it is what it is. We'll see how next week goes on a little more racy track and racy combo.
Absolutely, man. Well, y'all still put on a daggone heck of a show here, man. You Shockeye Racing guys, man, did a one heck of a job. It was very entertaining here watching you guys run around here and battle for that checkered flag. So, anyway, Tanner, uh, be sure to thank anyone who helped you get here, man. I see the hood's kind of clean. sure you could always use a sponsor here or there, but maybe you got somebody that's already helping you out, man.
Yeah, I was just a little lazy to. I didn't want to paint up a mini stock for tonight, but I got a ton of people that back me and continue to support me. First of all, I want to thank Golden for the league. He doesn't have to do this. He doesn't get anything out of it. It's just a fun thing that he does for everybody, and that's awesome. It's something different. There's not very many fun like dirt leagues around anymore. Thank you guys for taking the time out of your night for this broadcast. You guys did amazing. Thank you to my teammates, everybody at Shockeye, Kent Hunley, Jonathan Atkins, Bill Miller, Donnie Batiste. There's so many more that help me out. My setup shop, Speed Ranch, we've won quite a few pro races on the dirt side, all the Pro Series races, all the big money races on iRacing. This was just a little one-off thing that we wanted to come do and just have fun with my buddies. Took a little break from the competitive racing side just to do this, and shout out to everybody at Speed Ranch that helps me out too and keeps me going. If it wasn't for them, then I wouldn't be here. Again, just thank you guys. Everybody did amazing.
Absolutely, man. Well, thank you for racing with us, and be sure to thank all your
Yeah,
competitors there.
Last thing, man,
Okay.
I gotta thank Atkins,
Yeah.
Smoking Hot Wife. She a big supporter of the TTR machine.
Absolutely, man. That's a very wise guy there too, Adkins, man. Absolutely. Got to thank the women, not to mention any household pets that are watching, kind of keep you enthused to keep going at it as well. So,
Oh yeah, there's a couple crickets in this basement.
all right, Tanner. Hey, man, something tells me I'm gonna be mentioning your name an awful lot as this season winds on, man. I can't honestly. I don't even know where we're headed or what car we're driving next week, but it's going to be a hoot. Last season was, and I'm sure this season's coming up will be as well. And just want to give you one last congratulations for your finish tonight, man. It was a heck of a doggone race, heck of a battle for the win, and it was just great to have you, come in here and talk with us about it.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, and thank you to Golden and everybody again. This was awesome.
All right, there we go. 10-4 then. Landon, what else we got in store here, man? We got anybody else needs thinking? So there we go. We're going to go through our race recap. Tanner Tomasi, Tanner FN Tomasi. We did have 11 different cautions. Honestly, CJ, I don't know how you felt about it, man. Last night when we ran, we had 9 cautions, and I swear it just felt like we only had about 3. But tonight we had 11 cautions, but I swear it felt like we had about 21. I don't know. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it felt like the cautions took a while, but I think maybe some of it was that the caution laps didn't count. But yeah, it felt like there were a lot of cautions. I wish we could have gotten into more of a rhythm, had more of a long run to see how the racing would have played out between the 7 and the 09 and the 34 and the 9. But overall, I just felt like the cautions, there were so many of them tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. How about that, man? We have 4 drivers for 16 lead changes. Had several slide jobs going on there tonight. Forgot to call them all out. Jackson Hatala. It's not Hatala. Jackson. Say your last name for me.
Hautala.
Hautala. There we go. Okay. I was going to watch it back to make sure I get it. Hautala. There we go. Jackson Hautala. Had the fastest lap of the night with a 16.108, 73.23 miles an hour. So got to give him a congratulations on that. Not only did he finish on the podium, but also captures night fastest lap. And CJ, I'm going to put you on spot, man. You got any final thoughts whatsoever? I mean, if you don't, say that and we'll sign off here, man. If you do, by all means, let me hear them.
Yeah, it was hard to pass tonight, but the battle for the lead was really good all night long. Glad we got an answer to what the caution incident was with the 09 and the 7. I was a little confused of what happened there, but overall, good racing tonight. And for me, this seems good because there was no qualifying, and I cannot qualify. So it might have been a good race for me to run, but overall, seemed like a fun night, and seemed like the front guys could race really clean and really hard for a while and not make too much contact, and it was fun to watch.
Absolutely, man. It was fun to call the race with you as well. And CJ, anytime you want to join me up here in the booth, I'll try to do better next time. feel free to join us. And me and Landon would definitely be very appreciative if you did. But if you want to tip your toe into the dirt series here, Golden Racing may be the league for you, man. They take pretty much all different skill levels and everything. Just put on a great show. The only thing they ask you not, cause any issues. And we already know you're not that type of person. So anyway, just like to tell you, man, it was fun working with you tonight. You did a fantastic job. Got to give credit to Landon Brown, our production man, pushing all the buttons tonight. He did a great job as well. I'm Tracy Brown, your lead announcer. I'll try to do better next time. For Landon, CJ, again, I'm Tracy. Thank you for watching the Battle of the Buzz right here on Leadfoot TV, the Golden Racing League at Lanier. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next week.